Hello everyone! A lot of you have been, some of you even asked me Sarawak and what is the process. So I'm busily research. The times, processes can be just
Text me every time.
Okay, but ask you to straightly go to a lot of you have been asking me why am I in a quarantine center and am I well, and some of you even asked me how did I manage to go back to Sarawak and what is the process. So I'm going to tell you in this video so that I can answer everyone all at the same time. And also, if you have any friends or relative who wants to go back to Sarawak during this MCO period, you can refer them to my video. First of all, I am well. Just a little bit of blocked nose. You can hear it in my voice. I sound a little nasally. Yeah. Okay. Back to our main discussion. I actually recommend people not to travel during this MCO period because we don't know where the virus is and whether we contracted it in airport or in the airplane. There's a lot of uncertainty traveling during this MCO period. First thing first, you have to do your research. That is actually the key for you to go back to Sarawak. And also keep yourself updated to the current news because when I was researching for the steps to go back to Sarawak, the Sarawak government actually announced that all travelers to undergo only 7 days quarantine period instead of the initial 14 days quarantine period. But the next day they changed it back to the mandatory 14 days quarantine period. I don't know why, but maybe because the situation here in Kuching has not improved. So I think it's best that they adhere to the 14 days quarantine period. Okay, after researching, you can start buying your flight ticket. I advise people to buy insurance when you're doing this because you never know whether your flights are going to be cancelled, delayed, postponed, and everything. Again, as I said, this is uncertain times. Processes can change according to the severity of the situation. So buy your insurance. It only cost me about 10 ringgit 60 cent for an Air Asia insurance. So yes, buy your insurance. At the time that I was looking for air ticket, only MAS provide flight back to Sarawak, and at that time it was twice a week if I'm not mistaken. But lucky for me, I checked Air Asia website as well, and they started offering flights to Kuching from KK starting 29 April. I traveled to Kuching on 30th April. So I saved a lot from there. I bought my insurance. I even bought a meal for this flight because when I was researching, one of the bloggers said that it took them a few hours to settle everything, transferring people from airport to the hotel and everything. So yeah, I bought meals together with my flight ticket, and it cost me 200 plus, almost 300, which I think is a big save from using MAS. At that time, when I checked my flight ticket, if I bought the ticket, it will I will need to pay almost 500. I think the total is 440 plus. So getting a 200 plus 257 ringgit air ticket is a big save for me. But if you would like to travel with miles, that's fine, whichever suits your needs. Next, you have to submit an online form called the permission to entry/leave Sarawak. You just fill in the form and attach relevant supporting document in the form. For example, if you are married to a Sarawakian, attach your wedding certificate as your supporting document. Or if you are working in Sarawak or need to travel to Sarawak, attach a letter, your offer letter in it, or a permission letter from your employee stating that you need to go back during MCO. I attach my offer letter inside the form, and it shows that I am actually working in Sarawak, so I think that's why it is approved. Okay, after completing the form, just press submit. It doesn't take me long to get approval from Sarawak government. It only took me 1 day. They replied quite fast. But to be on the safe side, again, submit the form at least 3 days before your flight date. But if you are paranoid like me, you can submit the form 1 week before. I did that. I sent my form 2 weeks before my travel date. That's how paranoid I am. Oh, okay. The approval looks like, let me get my approval letter. Where are you? Okay. The approval would look like this. Sorry, I have to cover the middle part because that's my sensitive information. And that is the upper part, and the lower part is like so. Up. Okay, after you've gotten approval from Sarawak government, print it and bring it everywhere you go during your travel date. Make sure the approval is in your hand from your departure city until your arrival city. Because when I arrived Kuching, after I took my bag, there's a line, there's a queue before I go out, and there's an officer checking this document and they segregate us according to the application number. Oh yeah, and that is the permission to enter or leave Sarawak. There's another form that you need to submit, which is the e-health declaration form. Sorry, my blow closed. Oh, that was the okay. Sorry, iklan. That was, I think, health officer calling me to fill in some form. Anyway, back to our, where was I? Okay, let me just return to what I'm going to say. Okay, next you have to submit. I think I did that. Okay, the e-health declaration form, you can do it 12 hours before your flight departure time, because the declaration form is only valid for 12 hours, so you can do it last minute. And the declaration form don't need any sort of approval, so yeah, you can do it last minute. Oh, and don't worry if you have cough or flu, you still can enter Sarawak, provided that you declare it in the declaration form. But I'm not sure if you have fever, you are allowed to fly. When I was in KK airport, they took my temperature even at the entrance of the building. So I'm guessing if you have fever, they would ask you to straightly go to hospital to check instead of traveling. But if you have flu, cough like I do, don't worry, you still can enter. But the moment you enter, you will have a short interview with medical personnel on site. Maybe it took extra precaution for you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, but some tips for you guys. On the traveling date, I suggest you to leave your house at least 4 hours before the departure time. One thing is for you to avoid any sort of roadblocks, and this letter, the approval letter from Sarawak government, is can help you to go through all the roadblocks. Lucky for me, I didn't encounter any roadblocks going to airport, so it was smooth sailing. And then also so that you can reach your plan on time, your boarding to reach boarding hall on time, because there's queue everywhere. There was queue when I was dropping my luggage, there was queue when I'm going to the custom area. Of course, there's a queue in the immigration area. So be early so that you won't have anxiety attack when the time is short and there's like 4 or 5 people in front of you. You never know, one of them have a problem getting into Sarawak, because yeah, Sarawak immigration is no joke. They are really strict. I think, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Goodbye. And thank you for watching me rumbling my words with my blocked nose and nasally voice. Okay, see you the next time. Bye.